traps are officially out in Sea of Thieves, but much like myself and probably you guys, we may be thinking, what the hell do we do with them? Because as a standalone item, there isn't much content behind traps. However, in this video, I'm going to tell you the best uses of traps in Sea of Thieves. Now, the idea of a trap to me is to make your life better on Sea of Thieves and to give you an extra bit of defense or offense while playing the game. So sure enough, this video is going to hone in and focus on the best way to make traps useful in your Sea of Thieves gaming experience. Now, as we are partnered with Rare and we're lucky enough to be given some items to give away to the community, if you do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your favorite use of traps, you may just get a serpent sail. Keep an eye on the winner in the chat. Right, no more delay, let's go ahead and get into it. So a few things you need to know about the traps, which will be really, really important. At any given time, one person can only place 2 traps. That doesn't mean other people in your crew can't place more, but individually as a player, you only have a maximum of 2. And in addition to that, any type of projectile that does hit these traps will set it off. Meaning, is it somewhat of a ticking time bomb? Yeah, but trust me, it's worth it. And lastly, to locate these traps, it's important to note that you will find them in pretty much any barrel. There's a small chance. I found the most of mine at a fresh outpost, but that could be different for you guys. And of course, you can bury these, but hey, that's not really important for this video. So after you've collected some traps, let's talk about strategic placement. For me, I find traps the most useful when using them for ship defense. Now by ship defense, I do mean when players are on the ship and additionally when players are trying to get on the ship. Now I know there's a grapple gun, but still, I believe the conventional way of boarding boats is through the ladder, meaning traps can become quite handy. So what I find, if you place the traps on top of the stairs of your boat, and rig it with a blunderbomb, you'll find you've given yourself an anytime 24/7 anti-board. However, it's worth mentioning that the knockback from this blunderbomb won't always knock them off the ladder, and a skilled player will be able to rejoin and grab the ladder, so some ship defense is needed here, but it is a great way to notify if someone's on and give you a bit of a chance to regroup and get ready for a fight. You could also use this strategy with the plain trap or no blunderbombs and whatever you want in there, whether it be a curse ball, but I find it to be most effective when partnered with the blunderbomb. If you do have the normal trap there, of course, it'll lock them in place and give them a bit of a limp damage effect, but it's nowhere near as useful as using it for anti-board with the blunderbomb. Now, as before mentioned, you can throw a total of 2 down, which means you can lock down both ladders on a traditional ship. I find it most useful on the brigantine and the sloop. However, I haven't tried this on the galleon, but I imagine the methods would be much the same and it'd work just as well. So additionally, moving forward for more ship defense, the other great way of using these traps I find is to put them around the anchor. Now, usually for me and what I've seen, the primary strategy when boarding a boat is to get the anchor down so you can get your boat in a death circle or just unload some damage onto someone. Primarily, you want to rig these traps with a blunderbomb, but that doesn't mean you can't use any of the other curses to make this effective as well. The only thing I'd suggest you stay away from would be fire bombs, as the damage you will inflict on your own boat and the fire spread is way worse than any sort of reason to put a firebomb on this trap. Now, the placement of these traps are fundamentally up to you, but as long as it's close enough to the anchor that gives you a chance to get there and stop your anchor from going down, you'll be doing this effectively. Anyway, in conclusion, I do honestly feel this is the best way to utilize the trap feature in Sea of Thieves. However, it's not the only way you can use them. So as I mentioned, let me know down in the comment section your favorite way of using traps in Sea of Thieves, and you might just find yourself with a serpent sail. Hopefully you liked the video, and if you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos like this in the future and over the last 5 years I've spent making videos. With that being said though, have a good day, night, evening, afternoon. I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.